Ryker here. Thank you for joining me for another episode. Here, we're going to put a very simple accessory on. This is a bottle holder from a company that I haven't purchased anything from before, and they are called Providence. It is the Providence Ryker cup holder. So we're going to go ahead and install this. It goes right around here where your transmission is, and I'm assuming this is the CVT area, transmission area here, and I believe it'll go right here in place of this and hang out here. So we'll go ahead and install this. This should be fairly simple as well. Of course, I said the same thing about all of the installations, and I always end up struggling since I'm not an expert. But you know what? This is gaining experience, isn't it? So I'm glad you guys are coming along the ride with me to go ahead and see me either get this right or make a fool of myself. But here goes nothing. All right, so basically the first thing what we're doing is there's two pieces. You have a metal bracket that'll pretty much go on here like that, and you have the cup holder, which is going to go on like this. So this is what it's going to look like when it's all said and done. Of course, I think I may have it the other way around, but it's all right. It's going to go in like this, and this is what it should look like when we're done. So let's go ahead and get started. And what we'll do is, this is just a regular Phillips head. So what we're going to do is we will first of all get the orientation correct. Put the screw through here and go ahead and put the nut in the back. Don't drop it. Right? And do the same thing up top over here. Put the second one up here and go ahead and tighten that up too. So let me go ahead and get that sorted out, and I'll be right back. Alright, so once we have put this on, this is what that looks like. So you have to have, I had some pliers in the back, and then one hand with the pliers in the back, one hand like that, and fairly easy. And you can adjust this. I don't know if you can see that, but you can adjust it up or down depending on where your foot is. You can slightly adjust it up or down, which should be interesting. Once we go ahead and take these two off, we will go ahead and put this here and then use the existing screws back in place. And for that, we are using a T30 torque bit. So, and that's not really, I thought maybe I'd have to use my my drill machine, but it's not as tight as I thought it would be in there. So that's the screw right there. So take two of these out. Now this is going to be an issue, so I'm going to swap this out. Alright guys, you have to be very careful not to strip this and find something smaller than this, but I'm having a tough time here getting this one off. I didn't realize there's some room back here, and you still need a small stubby screwdriver, but there's a little bit of room back here where you can go in straight and not have to worry about stripping the screw. So I'm going to go ahead and get that off and be right back with you again. Go ahead and grab this, put those over these holes right here where they were originally, and go ahead and put those screws back. Go ahead and do that, and put the top one in as well. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and tighten these up. Starting from my favorite one, down here. Good thing the bike is cold. Tell you, otherwise that would be an issue. Joys of working with mediocre tools. All right. I think I got it. Let's go. I'm gonna tighten that up a little bit. Tighten this up. Alright, and then I'm gonna go ahead and tighten the bottom one up all the way and then use a different screwdriver. Different hardware for the top ones. Alright guys, quick trick. The instructions say to put the bottle holder on and then install the whole thing in there. I don't think that's a great idea. Just because I wasn't able to get a clear grip back there, but then I realized I could always use an Allen wrench, and that worked out perfectly for this bottom piece right here. Again, not an expert, so it took me a little while to figure that out. The rest though should not be an issue going forward from here, because the top one has enough clearance where I can just go ahead and tighten that up. And this thing was pretty snug, so I'm just gonna make sure that it's snug again, but not overly tight. And that thing is not moving anywhere. Now what I'll do is grab your bottle opener and use, the instructions say use the bottom two holes, but I'm guessing you can use either one that fits your need. And put these through. There's a washer there too, so make sure the washer is on there first, then the screw, and then the nut from back there. I'm just gonna make sure the nut catches on enough so it doesn't fall, and then I'll go ahead and tighten it up. See where I need it to be. Alright, so that should do it. I picked up a 20-ounce bottle. Is it a 20-ounce bottle? Let me see. Or is it 18-ounce bottle? 20-ounce bottle from Walmart. It's just a simple bottle. Actually, it's called Simple Modern. 20-ounce, and there we go. That's what it's supposed to look like. Let me go ahead and have a seat real quick and see if that's on there the way it's supposed to be. And yeah, once it's on there, it doesn't go anywhere. It's on there. So if I have a seat, don't mind my legs there, but oh yeah, I mean, I do feel the bottle here a little bit, but I can adjust. I mean, it's not so bad. So I can probably raise it up a little bit more just so I can clear that, but it does hit my leg, but only when I'm braking. Other than that, it's clear. It doesn't hit the leg or anything else. But when I go to brake, I guess I can train myself to brake, but I'll brake the way I have to brake, and then yeah, it's good. It's good. I know I'm mumbling along, but my only concern was if it's gonna keep, touching my leg here, throughout. But no, when you're riding normally, there's about a couple of inches clearance, or as much as you want actually. But yeah, this is good because then you can lift it up, open, sit, and put it right back in there. And this thing is solid, it's not going anywhere. So I know there's some movement there, but it's pretty much in there, solid. So yeah, I mean, I wish this piece was a little bit better. This just feels like a cheap plastic. I don't know if that's gonna break. If you just have to be careful to use the right size bottle. I think even in the videos I've seen, or when I was buying it, it says you have to use a 20-ounce bottle. And see this thing, I mean, if you hit a bad bump, I think it's still gonna hold place. But you know what, we'll find out once I start reviewing this. And I'll probably put this like this, so the part where I'm gonna drink out of, when the wind hits it, doesn't mess with it too much. But yeah, not bad, I like it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I know I'll tell you one thing, it's not as easy as I thought it would be to install it, but it's just the instructions are a bit wrong. It says you have to put this piece on first, where I think you can do without. And yeah, so I think that's a wrap, guys and gals. I like this because this will come in handy in the coming summer months. I will get a 3/4 helmet, so it should be much easier for me to go ahead and drink out of it, so if I need it. So little luxuries in life you should have. So anyways, let me know what you think. I do appreciate you guys joining me, and I guess if you're buying this, learn from my mistake. And do not install this piece first. Install the bracket in there first, and then go ahead and put the holder onto the bracket. And I think it would have been much easier. But nevertheless, it's on, and I appreciate it. Until next time, guys, be safe.